Hey y'all, it's Callie. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be talking about one of the most important things having to do with makeup, and that is the application or what you use to put on your makeup, so the applicators, I guess. But basically I'm going to be talking about brushes and sponges and which ones that I personally like, and mainly I'm going to be talking about affordable or drugstore brushes or brush brands that I find to be really good brushes and good quality, but also a good price, so you don't have to splurge and pay $60 on one brush. So if you want to see all the brushes that I like, then please keep on watching. So first I'm going to start off with face brushes, and I'm going to talk about foundation right now. So one thing that you can use is you can use a sponge, which for the sponge I usually use the Beauty Blender, but I also use this Real Technique sponge, and I really like this one. I just don't normally, I use it for powder, but I like it for foundation as well. And this is $6.99, and you can get it at Ulta or Walmart or I think possibly Target. I don't know. And I know you can get it at Walgreens too because I saw it the other day. But this is a really good sponge, and I think it works well. If you don't want to spend $20 on the Beauty Blender, then I think the sponge is the answer for you. And one of my favorite foundation brushes has to be this Morphe M439 brush, and I just love this brush because it's like a dense kabuki and it just puts on the foundation really well and it gives you full coverage. And this brush is $13.99 on Morphe.com, and you aren't able to, unless you live in LA, or unless you live in California, you're not able to actually go and touch the brush and see it unless one of your friends has it. But I highly recommend this to people, and I think this is a great brush, and if you want to spend $14 on a brush, then go get this one. And for a cheaper option on foundation brush, I like this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and this one is also a dense, kind of smaller kabuki brush, and I will say I do not think this works as well as the M439 by Morphe, but I think this is a really good brush. If you don't want to spend $14 on a brush, you can use this one, and this one is $8.99. So I would definitely check this brush out because this is a really good one as well. Now moving on to powder, like I said before, I use this Real Technique sponge to bake on my face, and I really like this for that application. For powder brushes, I usually use my Morphe E52 brush, and this is just a really fluffy big brush, and this is the first Elite collection, and they just came out the Elite 2. I don't remember if I spent $19.99 on this brush because I feel like it might have been cheaper than that for the Elite, but I could be completely wrong. But this brush is $19.99 on MorpheBrushes.com, and I know this is kind of expensive for a powder brush, so I also have this EcoTools powder brush that I really like and I used for such a long time. And the only thing I would say about this brush is I feel like it's not as dense as the other one, but this is still a really good brush, and this brush you can get at Ulta or I believe Walgreens or Walmart for $13.99. And so if you're in the market for a new powder brush, then definitely check this one out. And if you want to spend $20 on one, then go look at Morphe's E52. Now for my favorite blush brushes. I really truly love this Morphe E4 brush because it's just an angled brush and it just puts on the blush so easily, and it's just, I love it, and it's so soft and it's just good. This brush is $13.99 on MorpheBrushes.com, so if you want to try this brush out and if you've been looking at it, then I would definitely recommend this brush. For a cheaper option, I really like this EcoTools Buffing brush, and I believe this is probably for foundation, but I just like how it has a flat top and it puts on the blush really well and like very evenly. And this is also a really soft brush, so I would possibly, if you want to, go with the cheaper option because this is $7.99 and you can get this at Ulta or Walgreens or Walmart. So I would definitely look at this brush too as well. For the bronzer, I only have one brush with me because I can't find my other one, and I need to find it because I really did like it. But for my bronzer, I have the Morphe M523 brush, and I love this brush so much. This is possibly like one of my favorites because it's just like the perfect size and everything to put on the contour or the bronzer. So I just really like this brush, and it just works perfectly for my cheeks, you know, carving it out. So if you want to get a new bronzer brush, I would definitely check this one out. And this one is $14.99 on morphebrushes.com, but it is definitely worth the money. I promise. And since I don't have the other brush, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. And it is the Real Techniques blush brush. And I know that it says blush, but it has like it's more of like a pointed end in a way. And it is just, I think it works well for bronzer because it does have that kind of point-ish type of end. And so it works well with carving out the cheekbones and putting on bronzer. But the only thing I would say about that brush is it's not as dense as the Morphe brush. The Real Techniques blush brush is $8.99, and obviously this next brush is not a necessity for all people, but if you do use highlight or highlighter or concealer, you can use it for that too, because I used to, but now I use it for highlight. This is also a really good brush for all of those uses, and this is the Real Techniques setting brush, and like it says, you can also use it for setting your concealer or setting your powder or, you know, highlight like I do. So I just think this is a really good brush, and it's like the perfect size for highlighting, and it's cheap. It is $7.99. And lastly, I'm going to be talking about the eyeshadow brushes that I have that I think are like the 3 brushes that you need to have in your kit. So the first one is obviously my Morphe M4401 brush, and this is the most perfect blending crease brush ever. I would highly recommend this to people because it is just perfect. It's a dream. Blends everything out perfectly. So if you are in the market for a blending or crease brush, and I would definitely check this one out because it is $5.99 on morphebrushes.com, and it is just a really good brush, and it's cheap and it's good quality. It's everything. And the next brush I'm going to talk about is the Morphe M522 brush. And this is just a really good lid brush just to use all over the lid or all over your eye. And I just think this brush is really soft. It's simple. It's good. Why not? And it's $4.99. So definitely check this brush out because this one is just, I mean, it's simple, but it's good. And the last eye brush that I'm going to talk about is the Morphe M212 brush. And this is just a really small like pencil brush. And I really like this because you can use it for like the inner corners or the lower lash line. You can even use it on your upper lash line to kind of do like a smoky eye, you know. There's just so many ways that you can use this brush. You can use it on your brow bone, you know. So that's the reason why I picked this one for the last brush for the eyes. So this brush is $1.99 on morphebrushes.com. So definitely highly recommend this brush because you can use it so many different ways. Also, Real Techniques has some really good brushes that you can get in packets, especially right now at Ulta. So I would definitely check those out because those are good prices too, and you have like all the brushes for every application. So I would definitely go and look at that. I hope y'all enjoyed my essential brushes video, and if you did, then please give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see some more of my videos, then please hit subscribe and I will link it. And just remember, if you have any requests or any looks that you would like to see, then I would love to hear them. So comment down below and I will definitely try to create those looks for you. Also, I will be sure to link all of the brushes that I talked about in this video down below in the description box. So if you do want to check out any of those brushes or possibly buy them, then definitely scroll down and click on the links. But until next time, I hope y'all have a blessed day. Bye.